Hi, it's Soyoung. So I'm about to go get my brows tattooed. You can actually get your brows tattooed in Korea. It's not permanent, but it lasts about maybe a year or two. So I'm just gonna get my sparse areas filled out, like front of my brows, and then I want to get a really clear, crisp line at the end. It's probably gonna hurt, but I'm ready to go. So I'm back alive with brows. Okay, I have a list of things that I want to talk about. Now, first of all, how was it? So I got kind of anxious walking into the shop because the building was a little sketchy. The hallway was a little dark. It wasn't the type of hallway where you expect there to be a nice brow parlor. So I got kind of nervous at the last minute, but the moment I opened the door and walked in, it was like there was so much pink, and they did a really good job with interior design. It was very soothing, very cozy. And when I walked in, the first thing they had me do was fill out a survey. The questions on the survey were quite specific, which I really liked. They were questions like, what kind of brows do you want? Like, what's the shape you want? How much hair do you want? Do you want the front of your brows to have a more calm and organized, laid down look? Or do you want to have wild fur, like a tiger? The outcome is really great. My lashes are like way up there, so perfectly curled. After I got my lashes done, I went in for my brow design. And the designer advised me that because my natural brows tend to be more straight, if I go in for a rounder brow, I would have to make it really thin. And probably I would have to pluck a lot of my brow hairs in the middle part, right here, to create that round shape. So I just said, okay, I'll just do a straight natural arch. And she was really, really meticulous with the design. So she would draw it, fix it, have me look in the mirror, fix it again, So that went on for a long time, and I really, really appreciated this very customized design process. Now comes the scary part, and then I would lie down, and then she did the tattoo, and then even after that, she had me go look in the mirror again, see if there was anything that I wanted to fix. I mean, you can't really erase a tattoo, but she asked me if I wanted to change the shape or if I wanted to add any more brow hairs. And so that cycle went on for around 3 times until we were both happy with the result. And then I left. Usually what will happen after your first brow tattoo session is that they will schedule your retouch session after a month or month and a half. So that's when, if you want any changes to your brow shape or you want to make it darker, that second retouch session is when you really finalize your design. The first 1 to 3 days, your brows are going to be really, really dark. The ink is going to look super dark. Like right now, my brows, I don't know if you can tell, but they're really dark. And this is going to lighten up in the next week. It's going to go through an exfoliating process, and after a week or so, it's going to start looking more natural. The next thing I wanted to talk about is, where do you find these people? So I think up to last year, perhaps, maybe it still is, you're not really supposed to give or get tattoos in a non-medical facility. But if you go on Instagram, you can search for a bunch of these shops where they will do your brows. So if you happen to be visiting or living in Korea and you want to get your brows tattooed, I'll leave some Korean keywords or Korean hashtags that you can use to find these shops. Most of them will do all of their marketing on Instagram. Yeah, so just look through all of these designers' Instagram accounts and make sure that they're experienced in that in the design that you want. Did it hurt? I'm gonna describe this as in the least gruesome way possible. It's like somebody scratching on your brow bone with a very sharp knife, like. So prior to the tattooing process, they will give you, like, apply some numbing cream to your brows. I did the numbing cream 3 times before I actually got it tattooed so that it wouldn't be as painful. But still, I could feel the knife scratching on my brow bone. But it's completely doable. It's not something where, like, I would just get up and scream and run away. It was alright. I don't know if there was any bleeding. I don't think so. Or maybe if there was, I guess she just wiped it off before I saw or I'm freaked out. Yep. So overall, I'm very happy with the result. So when I do this, you see my real brows just moving back and forth, right? But this particular one, this particular hair is drawn on. And it looks so natural. Like, it doesn't look at all like it's drawn or painted. And that's a skill, because you will realize if you look through a lot of different brow designers on Instagram that a lot of them will just do a little, like, line up here, line down here, and then just color it in, and then it looks really synthetic. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading as often. My schedule has been super crazy lately. I quit my corporate job, and now I'm doing something a lot more exciting, which I'd love to share more about, maybe in a different video. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about getting your brows tattooed, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll be happy to answer them.